He died in Hampstead in North London on 21 September 1842. He died in Hampstead in North London on 21 September 1842. He died in Hampstead in North London on 21 September 1842. He died in Hampstead in North London on 21 September 1842.